Kim. Ray Creations, thanks for watching. Welcome to my channel. I haven't really done a video in a while, and I'm not feeling my best today. However, I decided I needed to come in. I've been working on varnishing and fixing pre-existing paintings, and then I've run into some trouble with that. Oh, I'm looking at a mess. So sanding stuff down, but anyway, I did recently a wine pour. It was Chardonnay colors for my mother. It was a struggle, but I did it, and then I did the wine glass afterwards, and it was a present. She loved it. So my daughter-in-law would love one, but she prefers red wine. So I've done a couple. Haven't been excited about it. Didn't want to know if I didn't. Oh my gosh, I'm out of it today. I should not be taping this. I might just voice over it. But I decided I didn't want to use white or black background. So this is a bunch of scraped paint, but it's a really kind of cool gray color. It does have probably some metallics in there, so I just shook it up so there's bubbles galore. And so I thought it might be nice as a background, and it might be a cool contrast with the reds that I'm gonna use. I know, I'm just gonna get some of these out before I spread it. So let's just see what happens. You can see my nice cool setup. I have silicone mats under here, which I need to peel off if I get some good skins. But also if I do tilt, I've been just kind of tilting, run off to these little just cheapy dollar store containers. I'll show you. And then I can scrape them out and reuse them. They're also kind of, I mean, you can kind of pull skins off of them too, I think, if you let it get thick enough. I just got them, so I used them once. And I scraped out the paint out of them, put it in a little container to possibly get another base coat or flip cup or whatever you want to do with it. So it looks messy right now in the bottom of my tub, but I do try to save as much paint as I possibly can. I'm getting better at it. Like I said, this was scraped paint, so I might have goobers. I gotta get my tweezers. You can already see a little one. So I have tried to do these wine splashes, Dutch pour technique, and it just hasn't really worked. I still might. I'm thinking I'm not getting the composition I want with it with the Dutch pour, because my paints are too thin, if that makes sense. I'd rather them be a little bit thicker, so they don't spread out as much. I don't know if I'm explaining that enough. I'm just kind of trying to get somewhat of my edges. I might have to go back. And I don't plan on spinning this, but I have it on my turntable. I don't know, just so I can do stuff like this. I am not feeling well. I should not be doing this. You just never know. It's so hard when you have the time to stay away from your art room, even when you don't feel good. But I thought I'd give one painting a go, and if it's just not going to work for me today, I will call it a day and not mess with trying to create anything when you don't feel good. I'm just gonna make sure this base is pretty thin, so I just want to make sure I have a good coverage. Can always go around and paint my edges afterwards. The problem when using scraped paint in a pour or your base color, you may make sure you have enough if you need to go back and do touch-ups or paint your edges, because you can never ever recreate the color that you did before. So it's not gonna happen. You can maybe get close, but you're not gonna get the same paint. I know, because I've tried. Just kind of getting some of these strips that I have down here and use them. This is really thin. I should have probably painted my edges first, but I'll just have to do that another time. All right, so my paper towels. And this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna start with the darker color. This is Modern Masters Ruby. I've also mixed it with, I didn't have brown, so I used the a burnt sienna, a little Pharaoh's gold. There's a little bronze in there. It's super cool. Look at that. It's such a pretty color. I love this color. All right, so what I'm thinking, so my other one, my wine glass went this way. I think I might just maybe a little off here and do it kind of thinking down and up like that. Let's just see. This one I left a little bit thick. It's because I'm gonna be swiping it, and some other colors I'm using I think are a bit thinner, so I don't know how this is gonna work. And I'm just gonna go for it. Okay, and this is just the Modern Masters Ruby without any other colors in it. And are you gonna come out? And then I have, this is Grumbacher's, it starts with an A, something crimson. You guys know what I mean. Alizur crimson, something like that. I don't have the name in front of me, so I can't pronounce it. And then this is vermilion red, and this is, believe it or not, just the Arteza pouring paint, and it's what I had handy. I didn't feel like mixing any more paint, so that's that. And I think what I want a little bit more of that darker color in there because it's so pretty. It's so pretty. I'm gonna have to use this for something else too, I think. And then I am gonna put Deco Art metallic pearl on there as well, hoping to get a little bit of a bubbly effect. All right. I'm gonna torch it, and I'm swiping it, but I'm not using a cell activator or anything like that. I'm just gonna swipe. I'm gonna get a couple tools. Okay, so this is cool. It's just like a little silicone brush. It's like from my daughter got it with a mask, a charcoal face mask, and it was in this little kit, and I stole it because is that the coolest thing? And then I just have my other little spatulas that I can use, but I'm gonna start. Am I gonna start with this? No, I'm not gonna start with that. I'm gonna start with